Presented from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the AFC NFC Pro Bowl. Wilson and the NFC versus Lamar Jackson and the AFC.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we are a week away from Super Bowl 55 in Tampa, but the very best players in the NFL have made the trip out to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, it's the Pro Bowl. You never really know what to expect, so I guess I'll ask you, what do you expect?
Well, in recent years, it has turned into an absolute offensive explosion, hasn't it? Games in the 50s are not out of line. What you're hoping is that some of these great defenders have a chance to adjust and react and maybe narrow that down a little bit. But I will say, this game is tilted heavily towards the offense's advantage.
This is Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, you know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run. I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that would be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cameron Jordan, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Can't give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
On 3rd down, Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Here comes the NFC offense, and CD, it'll be Russell Wilson who leads them out under center.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Wilson on 1st down. Almost able to intercept it. That 20 would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Devin McCourty there defensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Wilson being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the former Patriot, Devin McCourty. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
17 yards. 1st down, AFC. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson, they'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Jackson from the shotgun. The coverage good that time by the NFC defense. Brings up 4th down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Tucker's kick is good. And the AFC on the board first. It's 3-0.
AFC 3. NFC nothing.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defense is awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball to the post and take it to it.
I said bow tie. I meant just either bow tie. But yeah,
either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Russell Wilson and the NFC offense ready to go once more. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it, because if he's not making the plays that we've seen, they are really getting blown out in this one. I don't think they have any chance at all. He's keeping them in striking distance, hoping to get some help from the defensive side of the ball so that maybe some of these plays can turn into plays that maybe put him in the lead.
Steps away. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
First and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson, he'll buy some time run. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's taken down inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain path.
And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The NFC pressure a little too much as they get home for the sack. Nick Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that will be incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner, okay? All right, on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That's another Orlando 1st down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A man making his first Pro Bowl appearance, Dalvin Cook of the Vikings. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now it's 2nd and 9. On the ground, McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Darius Leonard on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stumped them for almost no gain.
That ties the game at 3-3.
So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Back out is the AFC offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
At the 28-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Jackson. He is going to find Hill here. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good.
First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Henry. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Alexander.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 1.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 11. 1st down AFC. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
At the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a 1st. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
At the 22-yard line.
Yards. They take him down at the 26. It was Jalen Smith who worked through to make that stop.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On the delay, it's Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Makes the score AFC 6, NFC 3.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Looking long for Thomas. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And there shouldn't be any surprise at all when we watch him flash his arm. Easy motion, easy action, and that ball flies downfield.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, AFC 6, NFC 3.
Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, PI gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Now he'll pull it down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's another NFC 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The shotgun. Wilson escaping the pressure. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the NFC has retaken the lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Gold on for the extra point. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. 5 plays there on that drive. was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space. And just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. This is Mixon on the draw, and he'll get this one up to the 26. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
6 yards.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the AFC. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10.
Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part, but they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us, but they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game.
Yeah, you've got to think that his first catch is coming at some point. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So call off the pick 6.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good for an NFC. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Punching it in from a yard away. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The AFC about ready to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, and that'll bring up second down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return, Harris.
Illegal blocking again. Return team.
Oh, man, can't do that.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. James with a pick.
Wilson's.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Down at the 48-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. It's caught by OBJ.
Jackson's pass.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Henry. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. at the NFC.
Now Jackson on second down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Complete to Joe
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And it's complete to Kelsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
AFC.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. On first down, Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
He was
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. You're big.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
To Julian Edelman.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone.
AFC 9.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, what, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own.
Russell Wilson in the NFC offense ready to go once more. Rough so far for him. That's the only way to describe it. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 INTs thus far.
Love the description. Rough, rocky, shaky, all of those things. But this is where you find out about a quarterback, isn't it? This is where you find out about your team leader. Can he handle some of that adversity, bounce back, and give him better play down the stretch? They still have a chance to win.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson being chased out left. And what's that one incomplete there? He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They complete it to Hill. There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the AFC is within a 2-point conversion of tying this football game. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
On the return, Deontay Harris. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The NFC takes over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll run it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, now Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want him to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
He's going to take off with it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
That's good for an NFC.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away,
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And now here's another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Wilson's pass.
Now I'm starting to wonder, Charles, at 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been in the mound already and asked for the ball. He'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, Jackson. The throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line.
He's got a man, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he goes for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 13-yard line.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for first. Now a first and 10 at the 11.
The 11-yard line.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. They'll run with McCaffrey. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Christian McCaffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the NFC adds on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass, no interceptions for him personally to this point. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. A 40-yard punt, no return.
The NFC takes over first down.
Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. He hasn't had his usual star-studded performance so far, but still the second quarter, and they're still up on the scoreboard.
And sometimes even as a decoy, you can have a big impact on the game, and that's what we've seen thus far. They're still able to get it done. They found other ways. They haven't had to utilize him as a top priority just yet, but you know he's waiting and available.
Yeah, now the question is, how will they utilize him here? The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now the NFC going to take a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. 36 yards on the play.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've reached halftime of the 2019 Pro Bowl with the NFC on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24.
The NFC offense heads out to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 48 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Now how about that play right there? Party, remember I told you about the home run hitter theory that someone told me years ago?
What's that?
Meaning a guy who hits home runs in the major leagues, go back and trace what he did all the way growing up, probably hit home runs at every level. That's just who he is. Well, this guy sacked people all during the regular season. Why wouldn't he do the same thing here at the Pro Bowl?
It's a gain of 3.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Gain of 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Makes the score NFC 30, AFC 16.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman.
25
The AFC offense now heading out for their first drive of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return.
The NFC takes over.
Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to push your lead a big way. The best way to do it. Touchdowns.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
By Stephon Gilmore.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of it, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. On first down. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Another Orlando first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Covered by Stephon Gilmore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
At the 9-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal
That
line.
didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time.
And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Taking it in from a yard out. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
NFC.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The AFC offense making their way back out. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he cannot get rid of it. The NFC getting in there for the sack. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
Second down.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Jackson looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
1st and 10.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself
often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taking off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's good for an NFC. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Wilson on the run. He'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be taken down right at the line.
Wilson on the
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the NFC adds on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Goal to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep and bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. The AFC set to take over on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On second down, here's Henry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The offense from the NFC back out there. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been...
And that's caught play.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by close to forgetting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on them. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Shaquille Barrett. Lamar Jackson sacked.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this one has been fun so far, as the Pro Bowl usually is. A lot of relaxed faces out there. 2nd and 10. They'll run it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. He's going to take off with it. 1st down and more for Jackson. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Slant route caught by Edelman. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. Julian Edelman there to make the grab. And the NFC able to cut into the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Return. The NFC takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll look downfield for, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
NFC 47, AFC 23.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. The AFC offensive unit getting set to take over. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make the play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
33-yard line.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 3.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
The dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
4th down, here's Jackson, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He finds his running back, Mixon. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But dropped it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As I say.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them in contract time.
The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. The NFC about ready to set up shop offensively. An opportunity for them to salt this game away after that 4th down stop we just witnessed as they hold a commanding 3-score lead in the 4th quarter. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. First down, Wilson, flushed out right, on the run, he'll let this go deep right side, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won the Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's caught. Beckham. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage, too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4-yard line. Jackson will throw again. Stepping up, he'll try and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the keeper.
Second down and 4.
It's on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Jackson. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And as a result, possession switches hands. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now the NFC going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Here's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Wilson, eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Makes the score NFC 50, AFC 23.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this is going to be secured by the AFC.
Side kick recovered by the AFC.
Back out is the AFC offense. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And that's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. This is going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
It's now 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. We're trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Now Jackson on 1st down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's a gain of 7.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete. The other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there. Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Second and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Now the NFC going to take a timeout there second. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And this is going to be secured by the AFC.
Nothing here.
Onside kick recovered by the AFC.
On 1st down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. 20! Gets this one to Hill. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. 1 play, touchdown. And it is gobbled up by the NFC. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Christian McCaffrey. A gain of 4.
So we've seen this before. He's made 6 already, and now he'll try to become just one of a handful of men to make 7 in a game. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
Makes the score NFC 56, AFC 30.
So it's a drive that ends in 3, and I know that line sounds familiar. It's because I've said it 7 times now, and that leaves him 1 short of the NFL record of 8 field goals in 1 game.
It has been a lot of settling for 3. But I tell you what, it's nice to know that you have someone this reliable to turn to.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
On the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And Charles, the defender, was there. He just didn't get it.
Sometimes these plays turn into basketball in a sense, with two guys going up for the football. Which guy's going to box the other away from it and grab it?
Yeah, I know you hear it a lot, but it's just the will to get it, right?
Oh, without a doubt. The will, as well as some really nice touch on the ball that was thrown.
And some talent, too. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And that'll make this a 19-point game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the NFC takes over 1st and 10.
Here now the NFC to take over on offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the NFC going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Wilson wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
Cooper again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. But he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. On the move to his left. Open man is Michael Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
For an NFC 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So, Charles, a victory for the NFC. Final thoughts on this Pro Bowl?
We had some fun, didn't we?
Absolutely.
A lot of excitement, some big plays to watch, a lot of those great matchups that we don't get to see during the regular season because sometimes teams don't play against each other. And, oh, by the way, no one got hurt. There's the win for everyone. I think the fans enjoyed this one.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.